Nina Sethi, a married, successful businesswoman, is accused of murdering her secret lover, Arjun. She is out on bail. Her lawyer, Jimmy, introduces her to a seasoned defense attorney, Badal Gupta. He is known for never losing a case in his 40-year career. Badal Gupta arrives at Nina's apartment to prepare her defense and knocks on her door. Nina opens up and says that she was expecting him a bit late. He tells Nina that they have 3 hours to figure out the truth, as an unknown witness has landed, and it will result in her getting arrested in no time. Badal insists Nina tell him everything truthfully, as in the end, the verdict will only be based on the truth that can also be proven. Nina says that she had made only one mistake, and now everyone, including her husband, thinks that she is guilty. She is locked in her own home. She asks Badal, doesn't he think if she had anything else to tell, she would have done it already? Badal says that the prosecution will put her into prison as soon as possible, but he can stop all of it only if she tells the truth. Nina says to ask her whatever he wants. Badal starts from the beginning. He asks what Nina and Arjun were doing in the hotel. Nina explains that she and Arjun were blackmailed by someone about their 3-month-long extramarital affair. They were called to the Glen Moore hotel room and told to bring £100,000. After waiting for 2 hours, Nina receives a text from Arjun's phone saying that the blackmailer is going to reveal the truth. Arjun says to pick up everything and leave. Nina is suddenly attacked and becomes unconscious. When she wakes up, she finds the police knocking and Arjun dead with the blackmail money scattered everywhere. Nina gets arrested but claims that she did not commit the murder. Badal says that the police found no clue of anyone else being present in the room or breaking in. The Allen key, which opens the windows of the hotel rooms, was removed due to heavy snow. There was no clue of anyone leaving the room. She says that everything was carefully planned to make everyone think that she wanted to break up with Arjun, and when Arjun refused to take the money to keep their affair secret, she killed him. Badal asks if she knows who did it. She says no. Badal gets suspicious that Nina is not being honest with him and says he needs more information to build her case. He takes out a newspaper clipping about a young boy named Sunny who had gone missing near the hotel and asks Nina how she is related to it. Nina then starts narrating her story. The story begins 3 months prior when she had lied to her husband Sunil about traveling to Paris for a business trip, and instead went to a cabin outside of Scotland to meet Arjun. At the end of their getaway, Nina feels guilty about lying to her husband and daughter, so she tells Arjun that she would like to end their relationship. While driving home, they get into a heated argument about this matter when a deer appears in front of the car and Nina loses control. She hits a car from the opposite direction. The impact kills the driver of the other car, Sunny. Nina panics, but Arjun tells her that they cannot call the police if they want to proceed with their life. He convinces her that Sunny wasn't wearing a seatbelt and had been texting, so his death was not their fault. They decide to flee, but their own car fails to start, and a car approaches them. Arjun hides Sunny's dead body and pretends that he is the owner of Sunny's car. When the driver stops to check, Nina and Arjun pretend that they are trading insurance information to deal with the accident. Sunny's phone starts ringing, so Arjun answers it and pretends as if he is talking to insurance agents. Once the driver leaves convinced, Nina disposes of Sunny's car and body in a swamp. She hears something, but it turns out to be a deer. Arjun picks Nina up, but he looks a lot tenser. When Nina asks what happened, he says that a couple, Rani and Nirmal, stopped their car and asked Arjun if he needed any help. Arjun refused, but the couple insisted. Arjun is invited back to the couple's house to get Nina's car fixed. Upon arriving, he realized that the couple are Sunny's parents, who are worried about their son. Rani calls Sunny's phone, and since Arjun forgot to dispose of Sunny's phone, it starts ringing. Arjun pretends that he had just been sitting on it, but Rani and Nirmal are suspicious as they were texting Sunny when he went out. Nirmal hands over a lighter to Arjun which he found in Nina's car. Arjun says that it belongs to her sister and leaves. Arjun says to Nina that they have to get rid of every evidence. After that, they said a final goodbye to each other and promise to never meet again. After a while, everything starts getting back to normal, but seeing Sunny on the news channel, Nina gets worried that they will be discovered. Soon, Naina is identified as a suspect in Sunny's disappearance when the couple identifies her vehicle. This prompts the officials to ask Naina for evidence of her time in Paris. The investigator shows Naina a sketch of Arjun and asks if she knows him. She denies. Since Naina was never in Paris, she has Jimmy falsify her stay and is able to remove her name from Sunny's case. Later, Naina sees the news and calls Arjun to meet. Arjun tells her that he used his wife Rachel's connections to make it seem as though Sunny had been stealing money from the bank and had run away. This way, the police no longer believed that Sunny had been killed. However, Naina feels guilty and is upset at Arjun's actions. Badal says, how can Arjun, who was a photographer, mess with the banking system? Naina says that before becoming a photographer, Arjun used to work in a bank where he met Rachel. Naina says that Arjun had threatened her that if he got caught, Naina would get into trouble too, and that Arjun had photos of Naina proving that she wasn't in Paris. Naina claims that she thought she saw the driver outside the restaurant, but she wasn't sure. Life started to become normal again, and Naina got awarded the Business Person of the Year award. Refusing to believe her son could ever steal, Ronnie confronts Naina disguised as an economist at the Business Award event. She reveals that she knows Naina had never been in Paris, and that Naina is her last hope to know the whereabouts of her son. She also recognizes Naina's lighter, which Nirmal handed back to Arjun when he was leaving their house. Naina refuses to help Ronnie. Ronnie tells her to just wait and watch what a mother can do for her child, and leaves. Naina says that Ronnie never tried to contact her again. Badal decides that Ronnie and Nirmal had a motive for killing Arjun due to the death of their son, but Naina insists that the blackmailer must have been the driver who saw Arjun and her after the accident. Badal disagrees and says that she is only saying this because she doesn't want to get involved in Sunny's case. He tells her that he will agree to her if she can answer any one of his 3 questions. 1. How did the blackmailer send a text to Naina's phone? 2. Why did the blackmailer leave without the money after killing Arjun? And 3. How did the blackmailer enter and leave the locked room of the hotel? She couldn't answer these questions and says Badal to tell by himself what would have happened if he is such a good lawyer. Badal says that Naina and Arjun were contacted by the blackmailer at Avenges station. The blackmailer had Arjun throw away his phone prior to showing up at the Glen Moer Hotel, the site of the murder. Badal says that whoever was hiding in the room was waiting for the night as he had no interest in Naina's money. It was Ronnie who wanted to take revenge on them by killing Arjun and framing Naina for it. Naina says that this is very believable, that Ronnie took her revenge by ruining her life and business. Badal says that it is true. Ronnie had all the reasons to do this as the police was not listening to her. She destroyed Naina's life. Everyone, including her husband, left Naina. Only Jimmy got Naina out on bail and then contacted Badal to fight her case. Badal is impressed by Ronnie's smartness. He says that if Naina wants to prove that she hasn't killed Arjun, then she will have to take Ronnie's name, and this is how she will have to tell what happened to Sunny. Naina asks, how will we find out how Ronnie left the hotel room after the murder? Badal shows her some case photos and asks her to concentrate on the details. It was Nirmal. Then Naina remembered that Arjun had told her before that Nirmal worked in a hotel. Everything started to make sense. How Ronnie planned everything to get Arjun. How she texted Naina from Arjun's phone to frame her. He tells Naina that it is quite possible for Ronnie to have hidden in the room before Arjun and Naina walked in and received the Allen key for the window from Nirmal, allowing a quick escape. They can blame Ronnie and Nirmal for Arjun's murder and get Naina out of the case. Badal then gets a phone call which informs him that the prosecution's witness is Rachel, Arjun's wife. Both of them get tensed as they have no idea what Rachel has as evidence. Badal suggests to Naina that she should say that she was in Paris, as her records show, on the day of Sunny's murder, which will put the blame on Arjun as the murderer of Sunny. He says that they have to make the court believe that Arjun tried to frame Naina and she went to the hotel room because Arjun called her. Furthermore, Naina had no connection or information about Sunny. That is why Ronnie only killed Arjun and left Naina. He cleverly pressures Naina to reveal the location of Sunny's body as he wants to tie Sunny's death to Arjun and Arjun's murder to Ronnie. Naina asks, what about if Rachel proves that Naina was with Arjun on the weekend of Sunny's accident? Badal says that there is no witness. He was lying to get the truth out of Naina. He is sure that Naina has also lied to him countless times. Naina agrees and says that she was just testing him. She already knew that Rani had killed Arjun as she saw her there. Naina, having gained trust in Badal, reveals the location of Sunny's body and also that Sunny was alive in the trunk before she disposed off the car, but she decided to kill him in order to clear her name. Badal gets angry at Naina and says that this was pure murder, not an accident. Naina says no, just like you have said before, it was Arjun who did the murder, not her. Badal says that everything has changed now. He was here to find the murderer, not to save one. Naina says that nothing has changed. You came here to save me, then save me. Badal thinks for a while, and then says that he will save her if she tells him the truth, as he thinks that Naina has lied to him. Surprised by Naina's murderous and selfish actions, Badal proposes an alternate sequence of events in which Naina pressurized Arjun into hiding Sunny's accident. In this sequence of events, Naina had framed Arjun. Arjun grows a guilty conscience to the point where he travels to the hotel to reveal the truth to Rani and Nirmal. He calls Naina there, saying that someone is blackmailing him to reveal the truth. Naina runs to the hotel. Arjun sends the text that Naina claims is from the blackmailer. Arjun says to Naina that he will tell Sunny's parents everything how it happened, prompting Naina to kill him. Naina disagrees with all of this. Badal stops Naina and says to listen to the best part. With the police knocking, Naina decided to injure herself and blame Rani for the crime. Naina refuses these events. Badal then says to Naina to look carefully at the window. It was Rani. Badal says that Arjun had already told Sunny's parents the truth, but they had stopped trusting the police as Naina was very powerful and could do anything to save herself. When Rani and Nirmal came to the hotel, they saw Arjun dead and got confused about their further actions. So Rani started following Naina and became her shadow. That is how she saw Jimmy and Badal. Badal says that he also followed Rani to get to know the truth. Naina asked if he knew everything about Sunny already. Then why was he asking Naina? Badal says that he wanted to know about Naina's lies. Naina denies everything and claims that what Badal proposed earlier was the truth. She showed the newspaper clipping with Nirmal's picture and said it was evident that Rani and Nirmal had killed Arjun, not her. Badal says that the picture was fake. He made it to help Naina and to prove her innocent. Badal refuses to fight Naina's case. Naina begs for Badal's help, and Badal asks her to honestly reveal whether or not she killed Arjun. Naina confesses her role in Arjun's murder. Despite her guilty confession, Badal agrees to fight her case. Naina thanks Badal. Badal quotes the Mahabharata, saying, "It's not always right to take revenge, but nor is it right to always forgive." Badal then excuses himself in order to take a walk outside. Meanwhile, Naina receives a call from Jimmy. During the call, she realizes that Badal's pen is interfering with the call. When the real Badal Gupta arrives outside her door, Naina takes apart Badal's pen to reveal a voice recorder that had recorded every word of their meeting. She goes through everything, replays the conversation with Badal in her mind, and then looks out the window and discovers that she had actually been speaking with Nirmal, who had disguised himself as Badal. Rani calls the police. Make sure to subscribe, turn on the notification, so you can watch more interesting content like this. Thank you.